Hi everybody, Wes Adams here with Autodesk Media and Entertainment, SIGGRAPH 2012 in Los Angeles. I have the pleasure of introducing you to Wayne Stables, Visual Effects Supervisor at Weta Digital. Wayne, can you tell me a little bit about what you were presenting today at the Autodesk booth?
What we were presenting today was our thoughts about virtual production and what it means to us, and about how it's changing the industry, about how we see becoming a very holistic sort of experience of visual effects that are no longer the guys at the end, but are much more closely involved right the way through, and what that means when you start to break down the barriers between pre-production and production and post-production, and just consider that it's all production, the same tasks that you do in a production, it just happens to be happening inside a computer, and so we call it virtual.
And what I've seen a lot at this SIGGRAPH is talks about world building. You know, what does it mean to you when you're working on a project to be able to build a world, and how does that feed into basically every element of your production?
So when we start building our sets, we're sort of like, we basically have a virtual art department, so we have an art director, we've got people building sets, we start off building them at a fairly low resolution so that we can quickly iterate over them, but then we carry those same assets all the way through to post-production. We just up-res them, give them more textural detail, more geometric detail, but what that also leads us to is that right the way back there in that early staging, the early pre-visualization, we consider that we're making the movie from that point, so nothing that we do gets thrown away.
And something that you showed today that I thought was particularly interesting were the virtual cameras. This looks very cool. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
The virtual cameras are a technology that sort of got thought about many, many years ago, but really got, I guess, pushed and came through on Avatar with James Cameron. And I think the idea primarily behind a virtual camera is technology-wise, they're a pretty simple thing, pretty simple concept. It's a device that you carry around the place and it gets tracked and you can look through it and see a virtual set. But the most important thing about a virtual camera is the fact that it is a camera. So you can give it to a cinematographer and he can pick it up and he can use it as a device that he's used to using in a world in which he's used to using.
Wayne, if you had some advice to give to students that are looking to get into this industry, what would you tell them?
I think there's a number of different disciplines they can go through to, from match moving through to animation, compositing, whatever interests them. But I think what I really want to say to anybody that's out there that's looking to get in, sometimes you hear a lot of negative press about our industry. People will talk about what does it mean financially, what are these companies doing. You know what? Now's a great time to get in. It's like it was a great time when I started 20 years ago. It's still a fantastic time today. So if you're like me, you love visual effects, you love films, ignore any press. Just go out there and do what you want to do.
Just do what you want to do. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us, Wayne. If you want to catch out more of Autodesk at SIGGRAPH 2012, check out area.autodesk.com/SIGGRAPH 2012. Thanks.